So, decoupage, and how did you convert that into a business?
So because it has endless opportunities. You can upcycle anything, you can decorate anything, you can use it. It's just like a magic. It can convert anything into a beautiful object with utility. So that was the whole point of whole interest area. I wanted to create something which is beautiful and of utility. That's how it got my interest, and obviously I started generating revenue more faster than everything else I used to do that point of time, like candle making and wall decor items and all that. So yes, and that was the point. I was exhibiting in one of the exhibitions in Bangalore, and as I told you, Shobit was accompanying me, and he said, like, if anybody came to my stall, and he said, like, it's very beautiful, I would have not even asked for money. "Oh, it's beautiful," I used to give it. You just take it, man. If it is beautiful, just take it. It was just a word of appreciation. Yeah. And when we used to come back home, and he used to do all the financial stuff, and he was like, we have not even come to our what we call today is the investment what we made. We paid for the stall and all that stuff. And if you are going to continue with this, we are never going to make a proper business out of it. Because see, it actually we complement each other in a way, because he is a salaried person. He has his own struggle in his life, and he knows the worth of single penny. I might have ignored to one point, okay, theek not today, maybe tomorrow I'll get that amount. But then he pushed me towards it. No, whatever investments you are making, you should actually take them out. So from there, I started calculating, and I started putting more efforts in selling and make it as a business. Before that, it was like, okay, somebody is appreciating, okay, man, you just take it, it's beautiful, you take it. I have done work like that.
Basically, that was like a hobby.
It was kind of a hobby and a platform where people were just, I was just getting the boost of doing more. Because I told you, I belong to a background where people just appreciate it for, as a hobby itself. They never appreciated it or encouraged to one point where you should go and sell these kind of stuff to the market area. It's okay if you're making it for your home, if you're making it for your gifting purpose. But when it came to the monetary involvement, it was not okay for them. So just a word of appreciation, that moment was a big thing for me. It is still a big thing for me. I still do stuff for a friend like that. I never see that kind of monetary involvement. But then I have come to one point where I ask, at least your investment de dena, rest I'll take care. So that's how we have turned them into business. Yeah, and I think it's great that people are paying for the stuff I do, and for the work we do, for the kind of effort it takes. I had a team of 6 people who used to help me in preparing the bases and the making or painting the bases so that I can work on them. Out of them, 3 used to sand. Sanding is like, a normal phenomena, like you paint your walls and you sand your walls, you sand the furniture like that. And believe me, it takes a lot of effort to make one single piece. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So, how many people now work for Posh?
2.
You and Shobit?
No, besides us, 2.
Alright, so it's a total team of 4.
No, we have a team of 8 people right now, but the 2 are working on the base now. Since we have more orders, we have hired people from inside more now than outside. So we have a marketing person, 2 marketing people. One of is a very good friend, and he works in a digital marketing company based at Delhi. One is his brother-in-law. Sorry, my brother-in-law, his brother, who recently got placed. he's also helping in the marketing. And we are my sister, who's a fashion designer, and she thinks she owes her life to me. I don't know, and she wants to give it back to me. That's why she's supporting me now. Uh, Obviously, my husband, yeah, and me. So this is a team of 6 people and 2 who are like working on the base ground. That's what I call.
You just spoke about your sister.
Yes.
Yeah, and that has an
Interesting
emotional
story.
and an interesting story.
Yes.
Take us through that.
She's gonna kill me for this one. My father wanted one of us to become an engineer and the other one to become a doctor, so that he can have an engineer and a doctor in the family. So she was sent to LN in Kota for the preparations of the medical exams and all that, the entrances and all that, and she did not find it interesting at all. It was hardly 3 to 4 months, and she was like, I can't do it. I don't know how to tell to mom and dad, but I can't do it. I was like, okay, let me see how to pull you back from here. And he has already paid, like, 2 years, and everything was settled, pretty settled, and it is very difficult. If once she would be back, she would have not got the enrollment anywhere else or the admissions anywhere else at that time of that point of time. But then she had a habit since her childhood. She used to cut down, the trousers to the shorts and drag off the t-shirts. When she was like 5 years old, my mom accidentally happened to, wear. She was wearing a whole white dress, and my mom accidentally made her wear a pair of shoes which was pink in spite of white. And at that point of time, she said, "Mom, it's pink. I want white." So that all was in my mind then, and I think you should try fashion designing or something like that, because I think, or styling, something like that, because that is where I think your interest is. Now the big question was how to convince everyone from grandmom to dad to buas and mamas and mossies, and everybody should be convinced that okay, she wants to do pursue the studies in fashion designing. Now, okay, they were not convinced, obviously. Then
Medical too.
medical too. Yeah, obviously they were not convinced at that. None of them was convinced. So I told her it's the area where you should go ahead, and then I fought with everyone in the family that okay, if something which she will fail, she will not excel in something which does not interest her at all. It's not necessary that if you send your child to certain domain and you force them to become something, they will become. I said yes, she will complete her medical and she will become a doctor, but it will not interest her, believe me, on that grounds. How do you know? So I have been through the same, so I know. I have been going through the same thing. It does not interest. Just for the sake of completion of my graduation and studies, I'm doing this. So I don't want her to go. And that was the point when institutes like NIT and NIFT and NIFDs came into picture with their not vocational courses but degree courses in fashion, interior and all that. So somehow through a friend again I got to know about these institutes and then got the brochures, and then I convinced my mother these are not the vocational courses anymore. You can actually pursue them as a degree courses. So let's her just finish her degree. You just want her to complete her graduation because she is no more interested in medical now. So they got convinced to the point, okay, let's just let her complete her degree. Then we will see. So now she is a fashion designer, well-established fashion designer. Her name is Upasna. She has studied MBA in fashion technology itself, and she has done a great job. And I don't know whether I should say this at this point or not. The moment, right now she is supporting her family with the work she is doing, the money she is making. So it's a proud moment, and she always say this to everybody that I owe this thing to my sister. And there are many people like my cousin, uncle's daughter. She was also the same thing, that you study. She was sent to the hostel to complete her education, but does not interest her. But then, and I don't hold a good name in my family because of the same reasons, because I've spoiled everyone.
You changed,
I have
just
changed a lot.
one life.
Yes, I've changed many lives.
Many lives.
Yeah. So when it came to, and we also had a fight over her, over his brother, Shobit's brother, my brother-in-law. Same, everybody is a doctor in his family or an engineer. Most of them are doctors. And my brother-in-law holds a degree of BDS. So he is a dentist by profession, like licensed dentist, but it does not interest him at all. When we came in contact, it was not his forte he wanted to pursue. And I said, do whatever you like to do, like whatever you know, but it was very difficult. Now, struggling from my family to struggling to my in-laws' family. Now it's a different story altogether. You cannot speak so much, you know. You can fight with your father and mother, you know. You can straightly go and say, no, she does not want to do it, let her do. But you cannot go to your in-laws and say, no, he doesn't want to do something and let him do, you know. Then I convinced Shobit. I gave him the examples in my family, Upasna, C. Upasna, and me, and other people. And he might have also been interested into something, you know, some reasons he's pursuing what he is pursuing. So, and he wanted to do his MBA. So we said we prepare for entrance examinations. We'll see what happens. They just get selected. We will talk to them then, and then he got good grades and then got good placement. He was selected for GIM. Then again the story was like, acha, if he is going to pursue his MBA in healthcare management, because it has to be associated. Yes. So we kind of like, revolve the world around the same, and it is still going on.
I must say you've changed, as you said, a lot of lives.
Yeah, not realizing that it will change many lives. Not realizing that, yeah, many lives. Yeah. For now today, confidently I can say yes, I did. But that time when it was happening, we did not know, we were not sure. It was just, we wanted to be independent, we wanted to have that freedom, and we wanted to be more like an independent woman. That's what we wanted for ourselves, that particular point of time, yes.
We'll come back to that, but before that we're going to take a very short break.
Thank you so much.